Hey guys, it's Kay with J&Kay. Today I'm going to be talking about alarms. So we all know what an alarm is. We've probably been using alarms to wake up for important things since we were young. We have alarms on our smartphones, we have alarms on our watches, we have alarms on our home devices, we have alarm clocks. Some of us still have alarm clocks, I'm sure. But just because you have something doesn't mean that you're using it as efficiently as you could be. So today, in part 2 of our extremely practical advice series, we're going to be talking about alarms. So there are 2 ways that we use alarms in our life system. The first way is as recurring alarms. So every day at a certain time of day, an alarm goes off. Now it doesn't mean, so for our wake up alarm, we usually wake up at the same time every day, but we have another alarm at 6:30 p.m. and I'm going to use that as an example because that alarm signifies it's the end of our work day. So we're putting our work behind us, it's time for family time, it's time for dinner, it's time to get ready for bed, to kind of wind down and enjoy the evening. But there are times when we have evening engagements or meetings, things that we have to go to. So rather than try to figure out should I set an alarm or not, we just have a recurring alarm on our smartwatches. It's just not a big deal. It kind of just vibrates very subtly and nobody else knows that the alarm's going off. But it's kind of a little check-in, a little checkpoint for us during our day. Just saying it's time to wind down. Is it maybe time to head home? Is it time to start dinner? Is it time to put our work projects away? Kind of just helping us to check in. And so we have several of those kind of check-in alarms throughout our day, and you can do that too. And then the second kind of alarm system that we use is kind of an endpoint for what we're currently doing, and this is just on the fly. So if we're working on a project or we're finishing a meal or we're doing a chore and we want to, maybe we're getting like kind of caught up in it, but we want to make sure we move on at the right time, then we just say, we have Google Home, so we say, okay, Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. Or we can say into our smartwatch or whatever. So we set an alarm right there. It's more of a timer. So you could say, you might want to do the math and say, oh, it's 6:30 now, I'm gonna set it for 6:40. But we also set a timer instead, and you just don't have to do the math that way. An alarm will go off in 10 minutes. So rather than setting the alarm for that time, you just set a timer for 10 minutes and that alarm will go off and tell you it's time to move on. It's time to start something else. Maybe start getting ready for bed or give our daughter a bath or whatever we need to do. The next thing. It's not set in stone every day kind of an alarm. It's oh, I really want to keep doing this thing. And I'm really like getting caught up in it, but I know I need to move on. Instead of me just stopping it now when I feel like I have momentum, let me just set an alarm. So I know that I'm not gonna get carried away and make this last 2 or 3 hours, or maybe even a half hour. I only wanna take 10 more minutes on this. And when that alarm goes off, it's gonna be like, okay, I had 10 minutes, now it's time for me to move on. So those are our 2 kinds of alarms. We've got the check-in alarms and we've got the time to end this kind of alarm. And I hope you guys try it out, see if you like those 2 kinds of alarm systems, and let me know how they've affected your life. All right, guys, till next time, thanks for listening.